Ethical question. You have interpreted for a well-known deaf family member in your community. At a recent doctor's appointment, you find out that your client is a sibling from the same family. When she lists her family members to you, she then asks you, "Do you know my sister Jane?" What do? You have met her sister before, but it was on an interpreting assignment. Do you play dumb or say no? Met her in the community? What is the conflict? What would you do and why? The conflict is obviously confidentiality, and what do you do? How do you handle the situation? Are you going to tell the truth? Can you tell the truth? Or do you have to be totally confidential, meaning you have to lie? So it's a conflict of truth versus lying, and how do you handle the situation? The perspectives of the people that are involved are yourself or myself. I don't want to lie, but I can't really tell the truth, not the whole truth, because of how I met her. It's confidential. The perspective of another person involved is the person that I'm working with right now, and they're very innocently asking me if I know their sister. They're not asking for information. They're just wondering if I know her, just chit-chat. 3 would be the sister. I mean, she's not there, but if she... I forgot to start my clock. Okay. Oh. If she were to know that I told her sister that I met her and she didn't want her sister to know anything about that situation, or her sister figured it out, it could be bad. I don't know. Then also there's just the deaf community. You know, how I handle myself as an interpreter affects the community as well. So I could make up how I know her, say, oh yeah, I've met her, and just leave it at that. I could say, you know, I could lie. I could just say, no, I don't know your sister, and just, you know, play dumb. Or I could say, maybe, I think I know her. I'm not sure. Well, that's still lying, though. That's still kind of the same one as the second one. You could just say that you know, you've met many different people, you know, in confidential or not circumstances, and you don't discuss that while you're working. Obviously, with confidentiality, you can't say anything. That's very clear in standard practice papers and the CPC and interpreting books. That's just a non-negotiable. So I would have to choose that I would tell her that I don't hang out at deaf clubs, so therefore if I know people, it might be through a job, so therefore I can't discuss who I know and don't know. I'm sorry, I know it seems strict, but I just want to, you know, follow the CPC, be ethical interpreter. So the perspectives myself, it's going to feel awkward, but I'll know that I'm doing the right thing. For herself, she might feel awkward too, like not comfortable that I just made her feel that way, like she did something wrong when she didn't. But then the sister, she won't be put in a situation where she's, you know, having her sister know information about her that she didn't want her to know. And then with the deaf community, you know, it'll get out that I'm an ethical interpreter and it's not going to affect my job. So right now, it's going to be the awkward feeling for both of us. But you know, there's not going to be any effect on her sister right now. There's not going to be a negative effect on the deaf community right now. And, you know, long term, it will be a positive effect for myself and for that person, client. They'll know that I'm ethical. So if they're in an awkward situation and I'm interpreting, they don't have to worry about me telling to anybody else about that. And then just culturally, if, you know, the deaf culture, they know they can trust interpreters, that's a good thing to continue. Don't want to ruin that.